Are you starting your self-improvement journey? Are you trying to improve certain aspects of your life, certain aspects of your character, but you have no idea where this journey is about to take you? You have no idea what this journey is really about to look like. Well, if that's you, you're in the right place, because I'm going to share 7 harsh truths about the self-improvement journey that you need to be aware of and you need to watch out for. Let's get right into it. Welcome back to Mindful Gains. I'm Bryce. And on this channel, I talk about self-improvement, personal development, but you don't give a damn about any of that. You want to hear these 7 things I got to share with you. Number 1, when you start your self-improvement journey, you become like the self-improvement ambassador. You're like the self-improvement police. You start listening to all these podcasts and reading these books and having these aha moments. And it's like you can't wait to share it with your friends. You can't wait to just talk about all the stuff you've learned about yourself. That's cool and all, but you will realize that don't nobody give a damn about that. Don't get me wrong. There will be a couple of people that may show some interest, but those people are very far and few between. And for the most part, no one really cares. So be mindful when you start on your journey and it seems like no one's showing you any love. No one's excited as you are about these aha moments that you're discovering. Just be okay with that and just know that it's all a part of the journey. Number 2, you start to lose friends and even family when you start on your journey. This self-improvement journey can feel very lonely at times. Most people are very content and very complacent with where they're at in their lives. So once they start to see you improving on things, it almost can highlight their insecurities. It almost can make them feel like they're a bit inferior to you. So don't take it personally and do your best to kind of just understand that you may lose some of those relationships that you've had for years. And it may not be easy to not take that personally. Just understand that it gets better because those people who are more in alignment with the person you're becoming, they'll start to gravitate towards you. Number 3, you start to notice your flaws. When you start on your self-improvement journey, you start to realize things about yourself, which obviously you hope that you're doing. That's what the whole journey is about to begin with. You start to really be like, ooh, I've been doing that for a while and I didn't realize I was doing that. Or, wow, my behavior has affected other people in this way or that way. And the deeper you go on that journey, it can get a little uncomfortable because you're starting to notice things about yourself that you may not be so proud of. That was something that I dealt with. When I started my journey, I started realizing that, damn, I wasn't always as nice as I thought I was. I actually had a temper. I actually was not mindful of my tone at times. And those things get highlighted once you start your journey. So don't be surprised and don't get too discouraged once that starts to happen. Just embrace it and learn from it. Tip number 4, the self-improvement journey is a marathon, not a sprint. So understand that it takes time to change habits that you've developed maybe when you were at a younger age and you've been doing this stuff for years upon years. Be easy on yourself. Realize that the change is not going to happen overnight. It's going to take time. When I started my journey, it's almost like I got impatient at times. Like, why am I not able to change this specific behavior quicker? It's because I was doing the same thing for so long that it's going to take time to be able to shift that momentum. If you're doing something for such a long time, it's going to take a long ass time to be able to flip that and start behaving in another way. So if you notice that it feels like it's taken a while to improve certain aspects of your life, it's okay. Don't let that get you off track. Just embrace it, learn from it, and be patient with yourself. Number 5, growth is painful. I think a lot of people think that it's a smooth ride, that it's rainbows and butterflies. It ain't none of that. Maybe at times, but for the most part, it's messy. When I was in a relationship and I started working on myself and I was trying to learn how to have like healthy conflict in the relationship, I was still having unhealthy conflict because that's the way I operated for so long. Growth isn't as easy as we may think it is. You may take 2 steps forward and then take 4 steps back because growth is not linear. It's all over the place. And I want you to just be aware of that if you run into that. Tip number 6, you may start to be looked at as like a know-it-all. Like when I started on my journey and I was all super excited to share things with people. And like I said, I became like a self-improvement ambassador. And it's almost like you start pointing out other people's flaws. Don't do that. Once you start on your journey, just walk your own path. Don't be telling people, hey, you should start doing this. You should start working out. You should really read this book. If they ask you, like, what have you done to improve this particular aspect of your life? Then go ahead and share. But volunteering that type of stuff kind of irritates people. If you experience that like, damn, they must think I'm a know-it-all. They think I'm trying to tell them how to live their lives. That can discourage you. So I want you to just really be aware of that you're not trying to be a know-it-all. You're just excited. You're trying to share things that you're learning. Just make sure you're not letting other people's opinions and other people's judgments of what you're doing in your life dictate how you continue to grow. If you're enjoying this list that I'm sharing with you so far, please hit that like button, subscribe to the channel so that you know when I make more content. When you hit that thumbs up, it allows this video to grow and to reach more people who are on the same path as me and you. And that's all I'm trying to do. All right, let's get right back into it. Tip number 7, your identity starts to shift. The person you were starts to kind of fade away. It's kind of like you're stepping into a whole new frequency. And to be honest, that can be very confusing, not only for you, but for other people around you. That's why I was saying you might start losing friends. You might start losing relationships because it's like you're starting to reprogram yourself. You're starting to change up your wiring. And that's a big deal. For example, when I stopped drinking, my identity, who I was looked at as like, damn, he's a guy who drinks. That's kind of how people look at you. They associate you with that. But when I stopped drinking and I stepped into the realm of being a non-drinker, it's almost like you become unrecognizable. People are like, whoa, you like a whole different person. It's because I am. It's because I've stepped into this whole new version of myself. So I want you to be very aware if you start to feel that confusion and if you start to be met with confusion from other people. This video is not to discourage anybody. This video is to encourage you and is to set you up for success so that you're not taken by surprise when you start to experience these types of things when you're on your journey. If this video provided you with any value, please smash that like button. And if you're somebody who is starting on your self-improvement journey, make sure you check out this video right here where I talk about the most overlooked first step of self-improvement. I think you'll enjoy it. All right. And I'll see you there. Peace.